Hello and welcome back to the world of the spirit consciousness. This is the continuation of the book study session on the astral body and other astral phenomena. We are in the middle of the 13th module discussing astral entities. In this particular video session, we will be discussing about the Devas. So diving straight into the topic, so this topic has been subdivided into various parts for ease of understanding. We'll be looking at an introduction, form and appearance, classification, Devarajas, role of the Devarajas, relationship with the humans, and relationship with nature spirits. Coming to the introduction, so the beings known as the Hindu Devas are also called as angels, sons of God, etc. They are linked with an evolution different from humanity, perhaps an evolution in which they are looked up to as an advanced kingdom next after humanity. According to Oriental literature, Deva roughly means any non-human entity. However, we have used it in the context mentioned above. They are linked with Earth, but they revolve around a grand system of seven chains. All our seven worlds are like one world to them. Majority of entities who have entered the Deva evolution are humanities from other areas of the solar system which are more or less advanced than humans, and only a few humans have evolved into the Devas. So in terms of form and appearance, the Devas will never take the human form because majority of them have already advanced beyond that stage, and some of them have been humans in the past. Their bodies are more fluid than humans and their aura has a loose texture. They have a very advanced ability to expand and contract. They also have a kind of fiery quality which is evidently different from an average human being. Inside the Deva's form, aura is a form which is almost always human but still much less defined than in humans. The Devas live on the circumference of the aura and all around it, more like humans do, and they look like giant human beings. They utilize a color language which is not as well defined as our speech, but in some way it communicates more than speech. So they rarely manifest on the astral plane and are amazing non-human entities of the plane if at all they manifest in the astral world. So coming to the classification, so the motive of Devas is to advance the most elite rank to an even higher level than meant for humans in the corresponding period. The lower grade divisions of the Devas are the Kama Devas, they have the astral body as the lowest body, the Rupa Devas, which has the lower mental body as the lowest body, and the Arupa Devas, which has higher mental or the causal body as the lowest body. It is as uncommon for Rup Devas and Arup Devas to manifest on astral plane as it is for an astral being to materialize in the physical world. So there are four great divisions above these classes, and more advanced than Deva kingdom are the highly advanced host of the planetary spirits. But here we are mainly concerned with the Kama Devas. They have a much higher general average level than amongst us because all the evil has been erased from them a long time ago. They have several diverse natures, and a highly spiritual person may be more evolved than some of them. Coming to this subsegment, the Devarajas. So it is important to make a mention of the four Devarajas, although they don't exactly belong to any of the classes. These four Devarajas have undergone evolution which is surely much different than anything similar to our humanity. So they are known as the regents of the earth, the angels of the four cardinal points, or the Chatur Maharajas. The Devarajas command the four elements of earth, fire, water, air, along with the nature spirits and the essences that they consist of. They do not rule over the Devas. For the sake of convenience, other information about them is given in the tabular form as below. So you have the table over here with the various kinds of the Devarajas, the four ones, and their appropriate point of compass, the elemental host, and the symbolic color. So we have the Dhritarashtra, which has the appropriate point of compass of east, the elemental host being the Gandharvas, and the symbolic color being white. The Virudhaka, the point on the compass is south, the elemental host being the Kumbhandas, and the symbolic color as blue. The Virupaksh is the west with the Nagas as the host and the red as the color. The Vaishravanas have the north as the point of compass, the Yakshas are the elemental host, and gold is the symbolic color. So it's quite possible that there are seven Devarajas, but there is very little awareness outside the initiation circle about these. Hence, the three advanced Devarajas are less talked about. So according to the secret doctrine, the Devarajas are the winged globes and the fiery wheels. The Ezekiel in the Christian Bible tries to define them in a similar fashion. They have been referred to in every religion's symbology. They are considered with high regard as those protecting the humankind. These beings can materialize in human forms at will, and there are on record cases of them having done so. A detailed study of these entities is given in the Secret Doctrine, Volume 1, page 122 to 126. So, what are the role of these Devarajas? The Devarajas keep a record of the human's karma while the humans are on the physical plane, and hence they have a very essential role in human destiny. The revered karmic deities of the cosmos and the Lipika gauge the karma of each person, where the principles finally separate towards the end of astral life. Then a mold of etheric double precisely appropriate to the person's karma is given by them for the upcoming birth. The Devarajas have authority over the elements which constitute the etheric double. Hence, they can organize the elements in it as intended by the Lipika. Throughout their lives, they steadily counterbalance the changes that occur in a person's life due to his or her own free will and the free will of people around them, so that the karma is suitably and fairly worked out. So the relationship of the devas with humans. So usually the devas are nearby and are ready to explain and demonstrate subjects under their domain to humans who are advanced enough to appreciate those subjects. So one can attract their attention with the help of specific magical evocations, but amongst humankind, only a high level of adept can dominate their minds. According to the rules, they are only somewhat aware of our physical world, even though sometimes they may help humans like we help an animal in problem. But they are aware that meddling with human affairs at the current level may tend to be more harmful than good. Now, how are the devas related with the nature spirits? So, the advanced nature spirits and a vast number of artificial elements carry out the stupendous work of Devarajas. The Devarajas handle the responsibilities of the complete system. So, this is the relationship of the Devarajas with the nature spirits. So, with that, we come to an end of discussion on the astral entities non human because the elemental essence has already been covered in module 1. So that brings us to the next part, which is a discussion on astral entities which are known as artificials. Stay tuned.